break. But during the break, you can help support the BSL on Patreon, patreon.com/bombastic. You can also follow the BSL on Twitch by clicking the heart right up above. On Twitter at Bombastic Star, and of course you can follow us on Twitter as well at TheNioken and at RapidCasting during the break. So I just told you guys that you can follow us on Twitter, and I know you guys don't. So I'm going to spend my break counting the new Twitter followers I'm getting while you guys spend that time following us on Twitter, and then we'll all reconvene. We can all be really proud of all the things that we accomplished, like surviving that previous series. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the last game of the night, Hawk versus Goku. And we're back with our final series of the. No,
what
dude.
was that?
I don't know. What was it? You ever seen that what the bleep are you doing cat picture? It's like, what the are you doing?
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah. I feel like after watching that last game, that's the only thing I can think of. So anyway, we're back with our final series of the night. It's been, we've laughed, we've cried, we've regretted our life choices.
Watching tanks kill ultras, I'm so happy about that.
Oh, nice. That was my Keck W for Brood War. We're into our final series. It's Hawk versus Goku. Now, we've seen Goku go Super Saiyan. We've seen Goku die horrendously. Which Goku's showing up here against Hawk? And I guess more importantly, which Hawk is showing up here against Goku? Because he's killing some Zerg players. But he did lose 2-1 to Hawk previously. So what do you think about the rematch?
I think Hawk's going to be ready this time. I think the first time he played Goku probably hasn't played versus him before, or maybe very limited. And I think Goku... I think Hawk's just gonna be ready. I don't expect something like a 2-Rax to catch him off guard again, but you never know. Like, actually the Heartbreak Ridge build was genius, so maybe he's got something else planned.
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing for me is what kind of style Hawk wants to play, because especially in ZBT, he really likes holding on, trying to get lurkers out, then busting out, or not lurkers, ultras out. He's a really big fan of being able to do that. And we're going to start on Clayfields, which is the exact... Okay, with... Darn it, Zero, you got me all excited. The map is Gladiator, but we were tricking you for a second. I'm like, look, I can only handle so many TvZs in a row on Clayfields, guys. Like, chill out here for a second. But our map is Gladiator. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into game number 1 of our deciding series of the night. It's Hawk versus Goku to decide which player is the second to advance on to the round of 16. 8.
Round of 8? Yeah.
Yeah. We decided how many players to release. And here we are.
Oh, we got good colors.
That's right. We can force red and blue, so thank goodness. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here we are in the upper left-hand corner in the red, representing North America as Zerg, it is Hawk.
And in the bottom right, he actually, I think, is surprising some of us. It is Goku. So, bottom right Gladiator. This is this my favorite position? Actually, I think I actually hate this position. Well, top left I like a lot, but you can't wall it. But bottom right, you can wall it very easily. It's a pretty nice spot to wall. So he may end up walling the front. We didn't see him do that earlier, but
I remember I was watching Light in SSL Challenge, which is he was upper left position as Terran, and he tried to wall in with a barracks at his natural, and the Marines pop out on the wrong side, so they just pop out on the outside, die to Lings, and he loses the game. And I'm like,
happens.
You knew this was gonna happen ahead of time. Like,
yeah, but you don't know that they're gonna like. You probably have 5-fold, right?
Yeah, obviously. Like, I mean, it's Light. You just cheese him and he loses. Well, this is bad. This is old Light before we got good. But anyway, for this position, I guess you're right. It is pretty good. But I want to see what we're doing for builds, because if we're watching Castro play, he's taking a hatch tree pretty soon. But Hawk is actually just going to play with a straight up 9 pool.
Yeah, this was an overpool, I think. So
was it overpool?
Yeah, overpool for
right.
Hawk. So he's just playing a build that can be safe versus any early aggression that we saw Goku go for with his unbelievable 2-Rax and Heartbreak Ridge. And follow-up is going to be the opener that I hate the most, which is pool first, gas. You're going to get your SCV denied, and then you're playing like it's PvZ.
Yeah, what's going on?
If it's Zealot, it's Lurkers. If it's anybody else, it's Mutas, unless maybe it's PCS Name, who also mixes in Lurkers. So we may just see another crossing field game where he just busts him with 5 Lurkers and Mass Lings.
Look, I love that this is a rematch, because the way that these guys were playing against each other, they weren't, like, the games were not close. It was one player kills the other player, then vice versa, and then we finally got kind of a real game for game 3. But I mean, this is kind of far away from each other, cross positions. So let's see what Hawk wants to get up to once he, like you said, does deny that scout and keeps all that info out of Goku's hands.
Yeah, so I'm actually a little surprised that there's only 4 lings because he's not going to actually deny this. Oh, he might catch the SCV. It's so important to deny this SCV. I'm shocked that he lets the SCV get in because you would feel like this would be a super important thing to hide.
Yeah,
To
you
see
just put
Lair,
the Zerglings on the ramp.
yeah, to see Lair at this point, this is an automatic 2 racks from Terran. But as I say that, Goku goes for gas. He really likes his 5 racks plus 1, but
Yeah,
this is going to be one of the fastest Lairs you can get. Because if you think about the gas timings we saw all day long, we saw like 218 from Castro, we saw like 210 from Hawk earlier. This was like a 155 extractor. So this is going to be 20, 15 seconds faster than normal.
And usually we're seeing a lot of ling speed openers, but not this time. We're just getting that layer as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah. This is actually like going to be.
How many Zerglings do we have? Is it just 4?
It's just 4. I am surprised that he didn't build 6, but I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't build a Hydra Den because I think that Hydra Dens or Lurker Busts are like actually the most scary. But it is going to be Spire. Where is it? Okay, it's going up in the natural. And okay, actually, it's not going to be +1. Smartly, Goku goes for 2 racks Academy. This is
thank goodness. Is this the fastest we've ever seen Goku build an Academy?
This is the fastest we've seen an Academy, and this he has to have it this time. These mutas are so fast that we need range ASAP. Like we just flat out can't kill mutas if we don't have range. So this is the perfect response from Goku, and I just don't know how Zergs do it. Like every time I see it, I'm like, how can you have so many drones going for such an intense build? But SCV gets in, sees the mutas, or sees the Spire, sees it's 400 out of 600 done, 66% done. Third hatch goes, it's just mind-boggling what Zerg can do.
Yeah,
just absolutely
it's
crazy.
Disgusting. It's like, wait, we're powering, we're going mutas, we're gonna co-kill. Oh, no, we're expanding.
Now remind me, Rapid, didn't Zerg open with full first, but we have equal drones?
They hurt their economy with that build, right? It was overpool. Okay, let's not get it twisted. But like, yes, you are correct. He is good at building drones and hatcheries simultaneously. So he called up Jae-yoon. Was like, how do you play ZBT? He was like, build drones and hatcheries. All right, got it.
Well, Zerg has an econ advantage, and they have more powerful units at this point in the game with the mutas, and he's going +1 armor, so he's going to have, again, most likely Guardians. Surprisingly, we haven't seen Guardians all day long, or even in the last series or the last
Guardians. I think we had 1 or 2 Guardian games in BSL this season.
Yeah, we actually haven't even seen them, but we've been seeing more armor play, so we have to see what it means this time. SCV tries to find top middle, doesn't find it.
If this is Flash, he's got 2 more SCVs out scouting right now.
Yeah, he just, well, if it's Flash, somehow he gets around.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, his SCVs never die in
scouting. Yeah, they just get there somehow.
Each SCV is also a scanner, so it just reveals a location on the map automatically.
Well, we got 10 Marines, 2 medics. This is a decent army.
Yeah, but we only got a muta, so
well, he's got more, but
I know.
He's got to be careful though, because mutas are going to slowly. Actually, Hawk stopped building mutas at this point. I don't know if the muta count can actually stop 10 Marines and medics. So 7 mutas in total. 1 more is flying across the map. I actually think that Goku has a decent chance to do something. Okay, trying to come in, doesn't get any damage done. It looks like range is completed already, so this is great for Goku.
Unless he forgot it again, but no, he definitely has range. So, I mean, that's good. He's found himself a safety pizza wedge, and I mean, he's just forcing out stims at this point, limiting that medic energy, trying to get counts and make sure that he knows exactly where everything is. With his lings moving up, I think he actually wants to sandwich this. Oh, never mind. It's only 4 lings.
Yeah, he actually did around a drone, so his muta count is not getting up there as fast as possible. But the fact that there's no reinforcements coming, the fact that the Marines aren't moving, it's okay. He gets a 1 Marine kill, trying to focus down a couple more. Actually, how much energy do the medics have? Not much.
A lot. No, they're both basically dry.
Okay, a big hit there.
Just forcing out stims.
Yeah, he just needs to blow all the energy, and then he can just come in with the lings. And even though he's not going to trade great, he's going to wipe out this army. And
Carapace is almost done though, so for Hawk that's going to be a big timing. Range is actually, he forgot range, so he doesn't have range right now. I definitely thought he had it, but he was on high ground, so he's going to lose everything. There is no range there, and that bio ball gets cleaned up. Obviously there's reinforcements, but this is not where you want to be.
Yeah, loses all of his map control. Zerg already has a third base, already has third gas running. Queen's Nest is done. Hive's going to be coming up. Instantly more Hives. So no, we're not messing around as Hawk. He's really nailing it. And back in the main of Goku, we got our factory just started. Honestly, the build is okay, but our issue is that we lost all of our map control.
Yeah, and there's no pressure. So, like, what are you going to do? You're going to stop Hawk from building a million drones? No, he's already up and he's continuing to build another huge round of drones. 5 more on the way right now. And there's nothing that Goku can do about it.
So 4 racks tech. This is pretty standard go-to build for Terran versus Zerg when they open 2 hatch. Evolution chamber coming in. So Hawk is going to get his upgrades in case, I guess, Guardians fail, assuming that's what he goes for. I think this is a good map for Guardians. You put Guardians over the side of the natural on the refinery. How do you actually fight that? You don't.
In theory, you would have vessels out eventually, but we're going Queens again.
Okay. Somebody in chat, you've got to tell me, has some pro done this? Because I haven't seen this.
Yeah, what is this 3 queens thing?
Yeah.
And, it should be noted that Hawk, maybe he doesn't practice all the time, but when he comes back, when he starts training, he's out there getting Korean builds, okay? So I'm guessing somebody did this or something, because it's so kind of a weird timing.
Yeah, because if I'm thinking, let's assume Hawk didn't practice for a while. I'm not saying he did. But if I'm coming back to the game, I'm not thinking to myself, hey, I need ensnare. That doesn't come to mind.
Yeah.
So somebody must have done this, but
somebody's saying Soma might have done that.
Yeah, Soma's very popular, so I can see that. But regardless, this looks very similar to what we saw on, can't remember what it was, but the Ultra Ensnare game. That looks like what we're lining up for. We've got double, okay, I thought it was double Ultra Tavern, but just one, but double upgrades kicking in.
It was Hawk that did the double Ultra Tavern, right?
Yeah, he did do it. So Ultra Cavern coming in, everything very similar. +1 is done for Goku, so he has upgrade advantage now. Armor coming in. Science facility is coming in too, so he needs to get an eBay up to get ahead of this armor upgrade coming in for Zerg. You always need to be ahead of the Ultras. But where can he attack?
Do you think he actually just wants to like secure this third base, not actually get out there and just play the long game like he did in the previous series?
No, because he's
never mind. I didn't realize we were on 6 racks.
Yeah, 6 barracks. So he's looking to get a killing blow like he did on versus Castro, but that's just not going to happen this game because we got ensnare, we've got ultras coming out.
We got 3 ensnares.
Yeah, we got 3 ensnares +3 armor is going to kick in by the time I think he actually moves across.
The bio like stims and tries to fight the mutants, gets triple ensnared and still loses. Like nice.
We still have 11 mutas. I forgot about that.
Yeah. We still got like not a control group. Oh, actually, we do have a control group. Never mind.
Yeah, so he can just sit over the Raxes, and even though he doesn't kill units, he can just force the Marines to come back. He can just constantly keep the turn back, build up his Ultra Ball. He's got 5 out. Nuke silo. Oh, we're going Nada style, baby.
Radley, is this you?
Nada versus Larva. It's a little slower, but
okay. Yeah. So Nada versus Larva was rushing nukes to try to bust the sunken wall, and that was so brilliant. My mind still explodes watching that game. Nada deserves that game. That game is the biggest robbery of our time. Ocean's 11, eat your heart out. Like that was the theft right there. So, but it's a great way to bust sunken walls.
Yes.
You just never see it because it's $1 billion.
Yes, I've actually thought about this a lot because. You know how frustrating it is to watch one lurker under Darkstorm just stop 100 supply? I just always want to get one nuke and just nuke it to oblivion.
Does it take longer to nuke or for the Darkstorm to expire?
No, it takes longer for the Darkstorm to expire.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
It takes forever to nuke anything.
I mean, this is a clever build. The problem is Ultras are already out. Ensnare is out, so if we get Cloaked, it just reveals us.
Yeah.
Also, the nuke takes a long time to build. So we already have 5 Ultras out. We're probably going to have like 8 Ultras out.
We nuke the Ultras. How about that? Can we do that, Ioki?
I hope he does that.
Dude, I have never seen a unit die to a nuke before. Ever. I mean, maybe a mineral line once, but like I'm talking like a moving unit.
Yeah, you just never see it happen. It's always nuking bases. It's not like Starcraft 2 where you could actually see 200 supply
it's a legitimate mechanic.
Yeah, I want. Okay,
there's our first ensnare. There's our second ensnare. We're gacking on him. Where is the? Oh, he's holding the Zerglings behind for some reason. The mutant's just coming in. We need that third ensnare.
think a little bit of miscontrol, but I don't know if it matters.
Look, Marines ensnared just
Oh,
suck.
God.
It's just disgusting.
D-Matrix.
Oh, is that how we save our ensnared Marines? Wow, our sucky Marines are now protected by a sucky shield. Wow, they actually still die. I mean, in fairness, the mutas did, get whittled down quite a bit there. The medics should still die here.
This is such a slick build.
It is.
I really like
the name for this.
I like to nuke somewhere.
Oh, shit.
Top middle at the third base.
It's
we got the nuke.
Yeah. Where's the red dot?
Let's see. It's right next to the Nidus, right here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I took it out right before the nuke comes down.
What?
He didn't even know. He just.
And he leaves the game. Damn. He scans like, wait, my nuke. Oh, never mind. Like, because that nuke was gonna win him the game right there. Like, he loses his whole.
Well, it's about style at that point.
Is it?
Yeah.
Speaking of style, by the way, somebody pointed out that like we're biased casters because you're wearing the blue jacket and I'm wearing the red jacket.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Our players are red and blue, so I'm clearly cheering for Hawk there, and you're clearly cheering for Goku. It's the subliminal messaging, guys. You didn't realize it until
I would take off my coat, but it's cold as hell.
Okay, look, I turned the heat on. It's negative 6 degrees outside.
It actually feels pretty good in here now. But
okay.
Earlier,
look,
holy moly.
Yeah. It's a rough time. It's supposed to get down to negative 10 next week. So if you're thinking about a time to come to Korea,
yeah, don't.
Maybe not now. Like, there's no Starcraft going on right now. You can just stay in Maui or wherever, and then only come here once it warms up and there's Starcraft. So it's time for game number 2, and that means that Hawk is 1 game away from advancing out of this group, just like the Team Liquid preview article said he would. Now, look, I don't think it's going to be quite that cut and dried, because just like in their last series, Goku was able to take a game off of Hawk. So how does he do it this time? Are we cutting workers, going up to like 3 racks and just hoping we can stim through the sunken wall?
I think so, actually. He had an opportunity before Ultras came out to go, but losing that bio ball in the early game kind of gave up all map control. So I don't know. It actually just feels like Hawk has figured it out. He just plays safe in the early game, and he's just good. Well,
and by now both players have played 5, 6, 7 games, so like they're really into the flow. So this is it. It's crossing field for game number 2 of our final set of the night. Hawk versus Goku to advance on to the round of 8. All right, here we are in the left side of crossing field in the Nyoken colors. The blue, it's Terran. He's also playing Terran, so see, clearly biased.
Clearly biased.
This is Goku.
And in the bottom right, we've got the American Hope. He's the only one left. It is Hawk.
See, he's red and American,
so are you
just like me.
Are you telling me you're a Zerg player, though?
I'm definitely not a Zerg player. The ability
You're a
to,
Protoss player.
How do you, like... If I could use multiple building selection to select all my hatcheries, probably then I could build a certain player. But I'm not good enough with like 3 camera hotkeys and 25 bases. So
yes, I don't think anybody.
It's a struggle.
It is very
also
difficult.
Like, what do you even do with 200 supply of Zerg? Like,
you
how do you move those units? Like, it's you have to like, instead of hotkeys, you have like clumps of control groups of units, and you just like select and move because you can't hotkey everything.
You just send it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Jae Yoon does. I've seen the screen. He just sends it, and then because he has 30 hatches, he just has an instant remax. It doesn't even matter if they trade well.
Nice.
But that's actually what you just box, and it's too hard to control that many. So we've got a weird drone scout. Okay, I think it is just scouting for 8 racks. I thought we were going to have another Jae Yoon drone ring bust. But yeah, this is a smart move, I think, versus Goku. I think Goku probably needs to do something very sneaky to catch Hawk off guard. So I like this, but also Hawk didn't go overpull this game, so it's mandatory that it actually scouts this time. So
yeah, otherwise you're just dead.
Yeah, so you would be dead to just an 8 rack. So Goku's already here. He sees that it is a 12 hatch. Now it's gotten in so fast that I don't think that Hawk can go for 3 hatch if he was even thinking about that anymore. So he is just going to take his pool. And we're going to have to watch when the extractor goes down. Looks like it's going to be that 208-ish extractor, so very fast. and we're gonna have to again wait to see what he wants to use this for. We already saw lurkers. It was on this map that we saw lurkers.
That's right, yeah.
So we might see it again.
Yeah, I mean, look, is that a strategy you pull out twice? I mean, it obviously worked super well the last time, but that was mostly because Goku moved out right as the lurkers ran in. So, like, you know, that sucks. But fool me once, shame on me. I don't know if we're going to see a second attempt at fooling Goku this time around. And certainly, he's not going to be building bunkers where his scanners need to go anymore. No,
he's going to put it right here next to the command center on top. So I agree. I don't think you should lurker this time, but it is a possibility. It could be like a mind game. Like, you're not going to do it again. Then he does it again. So, I mean, I have mind games like that constantly on the ladder. Like, I do something stupid, and I think to myself, I should do it again.
They'll never
expect it. But then they do expect it. I'm like, okay. So we are just killing ourselves. So, again, Goku with fast gas. Everything looks like eBay this time. He did see that it was a fast 2 hatch, but it doesn't seem to matter to him. He'll go for +1 weapon regardless of what the Zerg is doing. Yeah. So we're going to have to wait and see if it's going to be an Academy or an eBay. We are already mining gas, so, but no eBay anywhere, so maybe not.
All right, so for right now, I mean, this looks a little bit more standard than most games I'm used to. Hawk is just going to go for that standard 2 hatch, but I mean, we're still on 1 rack, so.
Factory.
Okay.
Delayed mech.
Wow.
So we're channeling our inner Dandy here. We saw Dandy camp it out versus Jae-yoon earlier. I'm seeing a trend with the Zerg players. What unit did Jae-yoon build yesterday? Ultras?
He built many Ultras, in fact.
What unit did Hawk build today?
Many Ultras, in fact.
What unit did Castro build today?
He built mech units today.
You know what unit kills Ultras?
Any mech unit.
Tanks kill Ultras.
And mines.
Yeah. So I don't see any reason to not go for this. So this feels like a very good opener to me for Goku. Also having access to the 3rd base for free is great. He just has to make sure he doesn't die to the muta timing. So hopefully his factory and Goliath count gets up fast enough. One of the problems with delayed... Oh, this is a starport. Are we seeing it? Wraith. What?
This is obviously a 2-base battlecruiser rush, Nyoken. God, learn to build order. I mean, yeah, it is going to be the Rays, and for the most part, I mean, obviously you can scout it with the Overlord, but you're probably sacking the Overlord at that point. And I don't think that Hawk is really willing to do that, so let's see how well this works, because certainly this is a different way to play than we've seen Goku play in this group.
Well, this is actually Wraith Academy. This is...
Wait, hello? Please respond.
A very fast Academy, so he's going to be going for Bio Wraith. And actually, Bio Wraith is very strong because you sit it out in front of your Bio. Units like Hydras shoot the Wraiths. Meanwhile, Marines... Wait a minute, what's this? 3rd starport.
Hello? Please respond.
I mean, this is nice, but... Spire's done.
How many Rays do we need? I mean, is Cloaked Rays the way that we kill the mutas this game, Nyoken?
I guess we're going to find out. I don't know how good Goku's micro is. We haven't seen him control anything like this. We've seen Vultures just run by lurkers, but we haven't actually seen him use patrol micro on that. So
Haya, is this you?
Haya, is it you? I said,
there was a foreign Terran that did. Koget did this.
Koget does this a lot.
Yeah.
But he's the only one. Oh, Dandy. Well, not in Terran versus Zerg, I don't think. But Dandy actually has crazy Wraith micro. So we're gonna have to see how well. We're gonna have to see how well Goku can use these Wraith, but this build is very weird because we're building a barracks, but we have 3 starports and 2 of them aren't building Wraiths.
This is like, you know those gotcha gumball machines where you like get prizes out of? So maybe you want one of the prizes, but you never get it. So you just keep putting quarters in and you get this thing. So in this is the build order. You're like, you get something random out of the machine. You're like, oh man, it's a starport. Oh, it's another starport. I really want the barracks. How do I build an extra barracks? Oh man, I got another starport. Okay, finally I get a barracks. I don't know how we're deciding this, but it's time. It's now or never. The mutas are here and they're like, that is 6 Marines. So there's 1 Marine for every mutant.
Yeah, if I'm Hawk, like what did Hawk see there? He saw 6 Marines. There's not even a turret at the racks.
Yeah.
So clearly that can't be the only thing he has, right?
Yeah.
So if I was Hawk, I would actually be very scared of moving my Mutas in because I think there would be a vessel somewhere.
And you have to notice there's no turrets at all. There's one turret right there. So here come the raids. He's just killed the Overlord off, and the Mutas are running home. So now he has to think, wait a second, what do we do here? Carapace is about to finish for these Mutas, so that's obviously really good. But how good are these raids going to be? That's the big question.
He only has 3.
He built one from every start.
He has 4.
How do you build 3 raids, Nyoken? Do you build them from 1, 2, or 3 Star Force?
4 Wraith. He stopped building Wraith. It's funny because I think Wraith bio is actually pretty good for what Hawk's doing because he's going Lurkers, which means he's going to go like Hydra Ling, Muta, and Wraith. Like I said, you clear the Mutas, they can deal damage to Lurkers.
You can out-micro Muta with raids.
Yeah.
They have the bonus range.
And then if they go Hydras, Marines and Medics are actually the big damage hitters. So I'm actually kind of surprised that we just stopped at 4. Like something like 11 Wraiths are very deadly.
You know what we also stopped at? That's 29 SCVs. So we decided that we don't like workers anymore. Oh, he did just build another one. Oh, 30 is the number. Okay.
30.
We're stopping at 30.
Well,
Never mind.
We
guys.
got 6 barracks.
6
So we're going to be pumping out a lot of Marines very quickly.
Yeah.
He does have +1 weapon coming along. I did not see if he got range. Stim,
Look,
I think I
never
did see
trust this guy to have range upgrade, okay?
It's-
Greater Spire on the way.
Finally, this game just doesn't even make sense anymore.
That's how you kill the raids.
Actually,
3
Devours.
raids.
Actually, Devours are good in this scenario. You splash the race with the acid spores,
Yeah.
then the Muta bounces and stuff deal more damage.
To the 3 raids.
Yeah, well, we don't know that it's 3 race. We think it's like going to be like 11 race. So this is a smart response from Hawk, and I'm just so sad that we don't have race because what do we see? We see more Hydras, which is what Wraith Marine Medic beats.
It's ironic that the raids beat the Hydras not by killing the Hydras, but by getting auto-focused by the Hydras and allowing the Marines to kill the Hydras. So the raids are so bad that it's not even them that kills the Hydras. It's them tricking the Hydras into thinking the raids are valuable when they're actually completely joke units. I mean, they're not totally bad because obviously they work pretty well against the Mutas, but not when you only have 5 of them.
Yeah, so Wraith come in. They have cloak.
Oh, here we go. They're cloaked. They're doing it. Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha!
I think he found a couple Muta kills there, but
surprise!
Overlord's right here. Well, I mean, he does see that it is mass Hydras. Now, even though he doesn't have a lot of race, this is still an ideal comp as Terran facing mass Hydras as Marine Medic. That's pretty good for you. He just needs to make sure he doesn't have a horrible engagement. Range does come in now, so he didn't forget it. We've got Science Facility done. We're going to have vessels come out soon. But Hawk, he's even in supply.
Jeez, what are we doing here? I mean, look, having your opponent decide that he only needs to build like 30.
Oh my God, it's Guardians.
We're already on Guardians. These are the ultra rare middle of the map Guardians, Nyoken. You know where you morph Guardians? You morph them depressively on your side of the map to barely hold on, or you morph them aggressively usually on your opponent's side of the map. The middle of the map Guardians are the truly rare breed right now. What are these doing?
What's this factory doing? Well, Wraith in the main, killing off a few drones, but nice Spore defends them. This factory at top middle is pretty hilarious.
It's scouting the hatchery, obviously.
But here we go. Guardians coming. Now, this is a very scary army. Lurker, Hydra, Guardian. Oh my God, so much range here.
I mean, that's a lot of bio. That is a lot of bio. Oh God, 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 oh God. Okay, well, that was a lot of bio, and now the game's over. So, I feel like I commentated that fight absolutely perfectly, Nyoken. I don't think it could have been commentated better than that. We killed it. I'm gonna give myself a pay raise for that one.
Oh my God, that was absolutely disgusting.
We spent 15 minutes of our lives waiting for that to happen, Nyoken. That's what we did with our time here. And you guys did it too.
That was disgusting.
How those 3 Star Forts work out?
That was like a StarCraft 2 level fight. That's how fast it was.
Yeah. But the crucial way to wind up in that situation is to build 5 raids from 3 Star Forts. That's the part of the build order that we really learned about.
Oh, well.
Do I get better from watching? Yeah, I mean, look.
Well,
we make a lot of jokes about, haha, wow, one player did a weird build and it didn't work. Wow, that's crazy. But like, you know, a single digit number of us are in BSL this season, and it's not either of us or any of you guys. Actually, I saw a True Touch in chat, so maybe that guy. But it's rough to make these kind of decisions, and maybe there's a universe in which it works out. But it's not this one.
But congratulations to Hawk. He made it through.
Yeah.
He played well versus Bonnet. He played well versus Goku. Like the builds were really solid. And Goku, I think he surprised us a little bit. The builds in the first series were pretty clever. He had a solid game versus Castro in the last one. But this last series, I think, as I said, Hawk